Too much noise, too much everything. I'm going to sit quietly with my book for an hour. If I went out into the garden just wearing a throw draped over my shoulders on December the 24th, actually, perhaps that was one step too far. And yes, but he did go, he died in his garden reading on the 24th of December.
More dark?
Yep, actually, and we've actually got 1415 and 1625 on this one. The reference to 1415 was Battle of Agincourt, when the Duc d'Orléans, who was actually the name's gone. He was the next in line for the French throne, but he was captured at Agincourt and actually held prisoner, very gentle prisoner, in Groombridge Place.
Oh, really?
And obviously he loved it very much because he left an endowment to the memory of John Hacker of Groombridge Place. Okay, and he was the founder of this chapel, and the Duke of Orleans actually left an endowment so that the chapel of peace could be built here. So that's what the reference to Agincourt is there, and their arms. The other windows were designed by Kemp, who is a really famous artist in stained glass in the 19th century. He has a little signature that he includes in all his windows, which is a wheat sheaf. So if you can see, if you spot any wheat sheaves in any of the other windows. And apart from these two, the originals, every window has got at least one wheat sheaf.
Mm-hmm. A wheat sheaf?
You know, our grandpa Packer's favorite symbol, wheat.
Really?
Yes. We come from Idaho, and they grow wheat, the Packers.
Yes.
Wheat.
Okay. And St. Martin's in Ashurst. So I would imagine that the inhabitants of Groombridge must have literally fallen on their knees in thanksgiving when this church was built, because previous to that, and it wasn't an option to go to church, you jolly well went at least once a week and probably more. It would have been a long walk uphill and then across through Langton Green to Speldhurst, which would be a good minimum of half an hour walk, and steep and difficult. And if you're carrying babies and helping the elderly as well, it must have been a stressful journey, to say the least. And then back again in snow and hail and goodness knows what. So when this church was built, they must have thought, and they just had to cross the green. Must have been really, really wonderful for them.
So you say that this was rebuilt after the fire in 18...
Yes.
18 what? Something. 1830?
There's actually got on the roof, there's a reference to the actual date.
And so does this look similar? Did they use the stone from that? Do you know?
Well, yes, you can see that from the original windows, they've echoed it quite carefully, so that they have kept very much to the style of the original Jacobean church.
And I guess, these windows survived. It wasn't that the whole building disappeared.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
No pictures of what it was like after the...
No.
I guess that wouldn't be any...
No,
a long
Not
time
at
ago.
that period of time.
I'm not sure I would describe it as obviously it wasn't a gate. And
This is like a, what's that, Dan Brown thing?
There may not be anything over there.
Well, David told me it literally last week that
Oh, no, there is a tomb. There is a tomb.
Where's Becky? Becky, come fast. You may miss it.
okay.
What does it say?
Oh, it says Philip Packer.
It says Philip Packer.
And there's the touchdown number 3.
It's in Latin.
There's
Holy cow.
We will put this carpet back.
Exactly how it was.
Remember when I said a little poem? Here lie I at the chancel door, here lie I because I'm poor. The further in, the more you pay. So here you've got a classic example of that. Someone who's got substantial means is in by the altar. This sort of thing here, because that's a chevron, but this doesn't have the little circles in there, does it? No.
Do we have anything that we could take?
And then you've got, what, 4 circles here of some sort. They look kind of like those things you see on the beach. What's that mean?
Diamond, 5 diamonds. What do you call these things?
I don't know what these.
You know what, Roseanne?
Yeah.
When we went to that pottery museum, they wrapped our pottery in big sheets of paper.
Yes, they did.
They'll be wrinkly, but it would be better than nothing.
Okay,
So we could do that.
I will be right back and see
Well,
if we can
You okay,
manage.
Krista?
Yes, of course.
If you have an appointment.
Buried and how far close to the altar you get buried.
Okay, so this is recorded on a tombstone down south. And it says, here lie I at the chancel door. Here lie I because I'm poor. The further in, the more you pay. But here lie I as warm as they.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.